Hi everybody, I'm Dan Murphy and welcome back to the channel. And today on Talk Tech to Me, are you sick of spending an absolute fortune on SEO? Are you creating content that doesn't rank well? Have you got a business that you never quite get the click-throughs that you want on your website? Well, if you are, today I have an absolute game changer for you. So let's get into it. And so here we are. This is Surfer or Surfer AI, and it is an online content creation, SEO, SERP platform then as well. It does a lot of things. So I'm going to take you through it today, all the different features it has, and I'm going to bring it to life. I'm going to build some content and I'm going to show you how it works in reality and how it can help you in your business or whatever you're trying to achieve. First and foremost, the interface is like a lot of these sort of new design tools, and it's very clean, very intuitive, typical kind of menu bar on the left-hand side. And as you go through it, it just makes a lot of sense. So first thing I'm going to do is the content editor. We have nothing at the minute, so I'm going to click on the top right and create new content. I want AI to write this for me, so I'm going to say write with AI, and then you want to give it the gist of what you want to write. So for the purpose of this example, I'm going to pretend I run an online business selling guitars in the UK, and I want to add another blog post to my website to drive more traffic towards my business then as well. So let's start with guitars, guitar. Handmade. And you see every time you type in a keyword, it is telling you the difficulty of it and the search volume for it as well. And we'll go with handcrafted and acoustic. Excellent. So yeah, if you have multiple projects going on, you can stick them in different folders. And the last thing I want to do is specify the location. So we'll go with United Kingdom, and finally whether you want to be for mobile or desktop. So really depending on where your content is going to live and who your target audience is then as well. And let's go. Now this is going to take a few minutes, so I'll see you in just a second. And so here we are. It has generated our article first. Let's click into it and see what it shows us. First it's going to ask what type we want to make. So article, product roadmap, or single product view. For this I want to create a blog post, and then the tone then as well. So whether you want bold, casual, excited. We're running a business here, so let's keep it professional. And then in the advanced settings, you can get a lot more customized in what you're prompting for then as well. It's automatically starting to show some of your competition. Let's leave the advanced settings alone and hit create. This will take a minute, so I'll see you back in just a wee second. And here we are at the next stage. Now this isn't the finished article. This again is another interim point where you get to edit the bullet points, which will form your main article. So these bullet points will actually form into a proper cohesive block of text, and this isn't the finished product. But basically what you want to do here is read through all the bullet points, remove any that you don't need, add in more customized ones if you want them. And then whenever you're happy with this, move on to the next one then as well. You can see there it's also starting to use H tags, so for headers and body text then as well. So it's structured in the way that Google and SEO tools want your content to be structured, so we can search for it then as well. And you can add your bullet points and do whatever you want and hit let's write. Now that previous step took about 5 minutes to complete. This one here takes about 1 minute to complete. So I'll see you in just a minute. And we're back. And here we have our article. So guitar techniques, mastering the art of playing. Key takeaways, evolution guitar, nice little images thrown in for us. Variances in guitars, acoustic guitars, electric guitars, guitar tuning, standard tuning, alternative tuning, essential guitar accessories, amplification and effects, techniques in mastering guitars, room acoustics and guitar sounds, famous guitar players and their influence, building your own guitar, physics of guitar sound, and summary. And some FAQs at the bottom. And then you get rated how good it was. So yeah, if me in this instance owns a website selling guitars and you wanted to pop a blog post all about guitars, I think this is a really good starting point. You can see over on the right hand side here the content score. So this is ranking against the Google SEO search results then as well, and how well this would do in the real world. And you can see there 74 out of 100. Anything above 60 is considered good and considered fairly unique content then as well. Now, just for reference, I'm going to kick off the same search or the same content creation in Gemini using 2.0 Flash 1. 2.5 is available, but it's experimental at the minute. Let's just run with 2.0. And I'm going to create essentially the exact same thing, just as a little test to see what the difference is. So write a blog post all about handcrafted acoustic guitars made in the UK. I'll fire that off and go back to it in a second. Back to Surfer. Now you can see over here on the right hand side, Your word count is in the right range. Anything longer than that would be deemed too long, or would essentially you're more into a novel at that stage then as well. Anything too short then as well, it's not going to get picked up as well. Blogs need to be within a certain word range to sort of be applicable then as well. Headingness, a bit too many. So you might want to consider just taking down the number of headings that we have. So yeah, lots of H3s in there as well, or maybe merging some of them into more combined. 43 paragraphs is a lot, I'm not going to lie. So maybe a bit of restructuring then as well. And images, 5 and above then as well. So yeah, you might want to just consider a few small tweaks then. That'll probably get that score up to probably closer to the 90s mark then as well. And then below you can look at the search terms as well. So yeah, guitar, extremely contested. So you want to get the ones in green or the ones that are actually going to get picked up on that are fairly unique then as well. And it'll pick up, this shows you exactly every keyword within this blog post and how it's going to be used. Your headings then as well, and then your NLPs. Now from here, you can do quite a few things. You can actually export this directly in WordPress format, so you can put it directly onto a WordPress site. And let's be honest, I think 99% of blogs around the world are built on WordPress then as well. So this requires absolutely no technical knowledge. You can just export it straight away and import it into your website and you're up and running, or else you can repurpose this. So yeah, generate a post for social media. So you can repurpose this into a much shorter format if you want to put it onto like an Instagram post or an X post, and it essentially will condense it down and make it smaller in those correct formats. Build it in the exact same way that you want it, and then you can share it out too as well. Clicking on facts, it's going to give you some really interesting information about the content you're generating here and where it's going to go. Let's just give this a wee second and go back and check on Gemini. So here we go. This is the Gemini generated post. A soulful strum unearthing the magic of UK handcrafted guitars. Okay, human, where art meets craft, a mystery of talent, the UK Lutheran scene. So yeah, it's getting far more into deep research here. Beyond the sound, a sustained choice, the journey to discovery. We're in Australia. And that's it. Oh, it's quite short actually. And no images then as well. So yeah, comparing it to what we had here, it's got a fraction of the content. It doesn't talk about building guitars, the sort of the engineering and the science behind it. There's no summary at the end of it. There's no FAQs then as well. So if you were using just ChatGPT or DeepSeek, or in this case Gemini, to create your content for blog posts, you're going to have about 40% of what you actually need here to make something that is relevant and it's going to get picked up from search results. So you can see straight away here why Surfer is so much better than what the typical GPTs can build at the minute. Now, if you look at the facts tab up here, it's going to show you what you're missing from your article then as well. So it's going to show you the different components within your article is missing, and it actually boosts your coverage of it automatically for you as well then. So go to all. If we look at guitar types and features, it shows you which ones are covered and which ones are not covered then as well. So you can go back and edit your article to make sure you cover as many of these as possible to increase your chances of getting picked up by the different algorithms searching for it then as well. If you go to the outline section then as well, it will actually show you your competitors' outline. So it actually searches the internet, looks up other people's blogs, other people's content, and it shows you exactly where this what it's comparing them against. And then as well, topics and questions then as well. So these are ones that are missing from your main article that it thinks you should include. And there is quite a few of these, so it might be a case of just handpicking which ones are specific to you and what you're trying to do. So yeah, let's leave that for now, and let's move on to some of the other features involved in Surf. Let's go to the audit function next, and it is quite interesting. Oh, I have quite a few of these open already. Let's start with a new one. And an audit, like you might imagine, it will essentially go off, look at a website, look at a blog, look at an article, and give you a very detailed breakdown of it. Now, I found this website here, Upscaler Guitars, and it is, in my hypothetical situation here, my competition. So this website, I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to paste it straight in there, and I'm going to compare some to the major words I was looking for. Guitar, acoustic, and go with handmade. And again, we're in the UK and we're on desktop. So it's creating 3 different audits for the 3 different keywords that we're talking about there as well. And these are some I made earlier. So if you look at each and every one of these, if you click into it, while it is doing that, let's have a look at the pricing structure. And there's no easy way to say this, it is a tad on the pricey side. But I must put a massive but to this. If you are an online business, if you are creating content and you want to rank well and you actually want to do well in the world and make money at this, your SEO game has to be perfect. There's so much competition out there that just throwing out random content and hoping for the best isn't going to work. The old phrase, hope is not a strategy, is extremely relevant here. So spending money on your SEO is going to be the difference between winning and losing in this game. You can see here it's $79 if you take it for the year and $99 if you pay on a monthly basis. And what does that give you? Well, you get to track 200 pages across your sites. I run 5 or 6 websites, and each one of them is maybe 5 or 6 pages in it as well. So I'm running maybe 20 to 30 pages altogether. So if you have 200 web pages, that's an incredible amount. So this has you absolutely covered in that. You can write and optimize 380 articles per year, which is a lot. So yeah, even if you're producing one a day, you're still going to be covered just under this tier then as well. And rank only ready AI articles then as well. So that's using the AI feature that I was using that there as well. So you can do a combination of use the AI or a combination of AI and your own articles then written. Or if you want to use something like ChatGPT or Gemini for the starting point and then use it then to optimize your articles then as well. Invite up teammates. So if you run a business then as well, you can all get involved and collaborate on the same thing as well. Topical maps and keyword search. I'll get into that in a second then as well. That's absolutely imperative to success then too. Moving up then, you have the scale then as well. So think of this more as being for small businesses or even medium-sized enterprises then as well. It increases the amount of pages, the amount of articles, the amount of rank ready, and again, much larger team then as well. Plus, you get 100 analyze 100 of these per day then as well. So that's where you can really find those niche markets then as well. You see a lot of people doing digital arbitrage or drop shipping then as well if they're trying to find a niche market. But in TikTok or Temu, one of those kind of websites then as well, they will be running those kind of searches on a daily basis then as well. It also gives you an incredible amount of support then from the team then as well. Whenever I was making this video and it's getting up to speed on it, there's so much good content out there to show you how to use the platform, to get you up and running with it as well, and their support is impeccable then as well. So yes, those are your options. And then once you go to the enterprise scale then as well, it's, you give them a call and they'll tell you how much it's going to be. And back to the platform. And so here you are. Here is the results page for this very specific word within this specific website then as well. And the first thing it's going to give you is an overall score. As I mentioned at the start of the video, anything over 60 is considered good. Ideally you want to be hitting the 80 mark, and you see that yes, there is a lot that can be improved on this. When it's sitting in a 29, and with some minor tweaks, it can probably get it up to 39 then as well. Internal links are good. That's basic links within the website to different parts of the website then as well. And then it's going to list a lot of the terms that you can really improve upon. So natural language processing then as well. It shows you how many times this appears, how many times it should appear ideally to boost its scoring then as well. So the term acoustic guitars doesn't appear at all, and it suggests that you use it once or twice, and it's 100% relevant, and this is how often it gets searched, and the actions then to add it then as well. Word count. So yeah, word count isn't bad. It needs a wee bit of tweaking. Probably 12,000 is a bit too much, so it needs to reduce that down slightly then as well. Putting in the correct headings then as well. So you see whenever we generated that blog post then as well, it had everything in the correct H1, 2, 3, 4 kind of formats then as well. This website isn't using that, and you can see straight away it's getting penalized for that too. It's an extremely low scoring there. Something that is extremely easy to fix. It's just correct formatting the way you put your content in. Words and paragraphs, words and strings, exact word keywords, it's not really hitting any of them. And it wants you to add more words to the body, and then add ones to your headings then as well, because it does search for headings and then what sort of different things within those headings then as well. And yes, there is an incredible amount that you can see from just auditing one website or one page within one website then as well, and all the different things that can be improved. So if you are running a website and you are worried about traffic going to your website, run your audit on it. It's going to show you 100 things you can improve straight away to get your score up there to a higher point then as well. On to the next feature. Now we are going to look at topic research, and you can see I have previously searched for handcrafted guitars. So let's just run this again. You can link it with Google Sites then as well. So if you already are running Google AdSense and you have Google Analytics up and running website, you can point it directly at that. And essentially what it does is it reverse searches, or it searches exactly what Google will be searching on your behalf. Oh, I'm going to create a new one, and I'm going to use, handcrafted guitars in the UK. And I'm going to ask it to create a search for me. And here we are. So first things first, you still have the option to connect into your Google Search Console at the top corner then as well. Now, what it's going to do is give you all the relevant topics around those that keyword search that you were using then as well. It's going to tell you how often they're used and the difficulty of searching for each one of them. So you can see there we have Lido guitars, and it is a known difficulty of 61.1, which is extremely high, and it has a fair amount of traffic, 3,300 then as well. What you want to go to here is the recommendation section, and it will automatically look for something which has a decent score, and the scoring is based upon your difficulty versus the amount of traffic then it's getting. So we have guitar and guitar, which is a bit of an odd one. Guitar setups. Known difficulty is tiny, 1.5, and it gets a fair amount of traffic, so 1,300 then as well. And you see there it's got a word beside it, right. So you can actually take you directly from here to the writing console then as well to create content based purely on this specific sort of search criteria then as well. So that you know that if you are going to create some content based on guitar setups, you know it's going to have a fairly decent chance of hitting a good audience then as well. If you hit show titles, it's actually going to take you a step further. It's going to show you where these searches are coming from. And, so it's guitar setups, leads. If you go to all topics then as well, that one's coming from Instagram. That's a website. There's an X post then as well. It gives you a far a better understanding of who's searching for these, where the searches are coming from, and where their searches are ending up then at the end of it then as well. So if we go back to recommendations, we'll click into this one then as well. It gives you a more detailed breakdown then as well, and then straight to generate for AI then as well. So the AI console will take all these search criteria and build you out some content based purely on that as well. So you're getting content that is bespoke, and you know for a fact it's going to hit your target audience. Moving on from there, let's go to keyword search. And look at the previous searches I had done. So handcrafted guitars in the United Kingdom. Let's go back into this one then as well. So this is going to show the clustered searches then as well. So searching using an LLM model as well. This is any words that are close to or associated with the search that we sort of previously put in then as well. So if you want to expand what you're trying to do, you're going to look for keywords that are as near to the keywords that are really popular but are still uncontested. And here we have British guitars. Let's open this one in the detailed view. So monthly search per volume. So 5,000 searches, and the keywords is listed as British guitars, UK guitar makers. So if I do run this fictional guitar website, I might want to start branding some of my content with British guitars, because I know for a fact that it gets 2,500 hits per month, and its known difficulty is practically non-existent. You can see straight away which are the keywords that are relevant to you and what you're trying to produce, and how you can start incorporating them to drive more traffic to the content you're producing or the websites that you're running then as well. Leaving that, let's go back again, and we have the SERP analyzer, and let's go over to the search engine results page analyzer. So I've already created one for handcrafted guitars, and let's see what it can do. So when you click into it, it's going to give you this lovely little graphic representation. And what this does essentially is your position in search results. So you want to obviously be in the top 10 as opposed to way down here on page 41 to 48. And it shows you, we have words selected here. So if you want to rank in these top 10 pages, what your word count really needs to be. And you can put in whatever characteristics you want. So let's put in characters, missing common word, how much they need to be. So straight away you can start to see, well, if I want to sort of be hitting these here, this is how many word count needs to be, this is where everything needs to be, my body count, my hidden word count, and everything you need based upon your search criteria then as well. So it gives you that really sort of the depth of understanding as to how to hit page 1 on Google and to get your content to the very top of the list then as well. Every factor here really does affect your overall score when it comes to SERP then as well. It gives you even more breakdown here of some of your competitions and how they're ranking and their scoring system then as well. So you want to find something that is going to land with a target audience and is going to get you ranked as high as possible then as well. And last but not least, we have the humanizer. So yeah, this is a handy little feature where it can either detect whether something is AI generated or help you humanize some AI generated content then as well. So going back to earlier on, we have our AI generated blog post made by Gemini. So let's copy that back in here, and we'll allow that to paste that in. This text appears to be AI generated. So yeah, straight away. And let's humanize it. So it's going to go, yeah. So it's AI that is pretending to be human, or AI that essentially is rewriting your AI generated content in a more human fashion then as well. And we let this run through and see if we can do some direct comparisons. So let me put these side by side. We're not going to get it all on one page. Let me see if I can pull that out a wee bit. The soulful stream. So yes, there you go. And then Grammarly has been checking my grammar then as well. And now we're down to 51% AI likelihood. So we've gone from being 100% AI generated to 51% generated then as well. So straight away you can see how you can run your text through this really quickly, or something that was GPT generated. You can get a score, and then you go in and sort of modify it again. So eventually, through sort of trial and error, you can get your score down as low as possible. So you can always start with a good AI model, start with good content being generated from that, run through this, and then run your human eye over it then as well, till eventually you get to something which is human readable and will be undetectable through it. And so there you have it. That's Surf for AI. There's a lot of features there. And I know it does come with a large price tag, but for the amount of features that you're going to get and the amount of different things you can do with it, it can massively help your business, your content creation platform, or whatever you're trying to achieve, get to the top result in Google. It will be the difference between life and death for any small business then trying to compete with large competitors then as well. Trying to find those niches and those search terms that are impossible to think of off the top of your head. It does all the heavy lifting for you. Its content generation feature is absolutely fantastic. The fact you can search for a niche product or a niche word or a niche thing within what you're trying to sell and what you're trying to do, and it will build you content specifically based on that terms then as well, is an absolute game changer. I'm going to start using it. I'm absolutely in love with the platform now as well. You can see it's really intuitive. It's very straightforward to use then as well. There will be a link in my description if you are interested in it. I highly suggest you do. This has been absolutely fantastic. I'm Dan Murphy. This is Talk Tech to Me. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.